Hello everyone! How are we? I am doing great, thank you for asking. I hope you are having the best Sunday ever and that your breakfast was super yummy and that you're wearing an outfit that makes you feel happy and that you are just as excited about Sunday school as I am. Before we dive into today's lesson, let's talk about Sunday school. You know, the thing we're doing right now. I'm talking to you through this video, you're listening. Things are going to change a little bit, but do not worry. We are going to keep doing these video lessons and I will still be here every week to talk with you. But next week things will be a little different. Your parents will get an email from the church explaining the new changes, and that email will come on Tuesday. I will still be here to talk with you every week, but we are going to get a new Bible, and there will be videos that we watch together. Along with these videos, you will get coloring pages and activity sheets and things that you can do at home. I am very excited about the idea of more coloring. This will be a fun change, and I'm excited to bring you even better lessons. This new format will start next week. So, next week we are going to start new lessons, and we're going to start them by talking about this guy named Abraham. So, I thought it would be a good idea to talk about him today. Who is Abraham? I haven't ever met anyone named Abraham before. Who is he? Who was he? And what does he have to do with God or Jesus? Why are we talking about him? Well, one day, a long time ago, God sent a message to a man named Abraham and his wife Sarai and asked them to go on a huge journey. He wanted them to leave their families and travel far away to a new place that they had never been before. That is a big thing to ask someone to do. It sounds scary to leave your family and your home and go someplace new. I would be nervous to do that. But Abraham and Sarai listened to God and followed his instructions, and they packed up their stuff and they went on this huge journey. So, let's read about their story. Here we can see this picture. There's Abraham, Sarai, there's a sheep and a camel. They are setting off on their adventure through the desert. One day, God said to a man named Abraham, while I wait for the motorcycle to pass. One day, God said to a man named Abraham, "It is time for you to leave your home and family and go to a new land. In this new land, I will give you many things and make sure people know about you. I will be kind to those who are kind to you. To the ones who are unkind, I will be unkind. Because of you, all the families on earth will be blessed." Abraham was 75 years old and had a long white beard. But he did not let his age stop him. On his trip, Abraham took his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot. They walked the many miles leading to the new land. It was a hot and dusty trip. But Abraham knew that where God was leading them would be a beautiful place. The trip was long and hard because they carried all their pots and pans and dishes and clothes on their backs. "Oof! Oh man, I am hot," said Sarai as her face grew red. "I am getting kind of tired," sighed Abraham. "My feet hurt," groaned Lot. Lots of complaining. But they were on a long journey. It was hard. But they eventually made it out of the desert into this beautiful green space. When they finally got to the land of Canaan, Abraham stopped by a tall and shady oak tree. It felt good to get out of the blazing sun. God came to him there in the cool shade, and he said, "I have a surprise for you. I promise to give this land to your family forever." Abraham and Sarai and Lot were so thankful to God for this wonderful gift that they jumped and they danced and they hugged each other and they shouted hooray to show God how grateful they were. Abraham decided to build 2 altars to honor God. He would build one altar out of a large smooth stones by the tree and other altar pieces out of wood by his tent in the hills. And their journey was over. They made it. So, what I think is so crazy about that story is that Abraham and Sarai were 75 years old. That is as old as your grandma and grandpa, or maybe even older. And their journey was so long. Their feet hurt. It was tiring. They had to carry all of their stuff. Can you imagine packing up all of your clothes and all of your toys and your dishes and having to lug that behind you? But was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it. They walked a long way, but they made it to a beautiful new land, and God gave them the land to raise their family on. I wonder why God did it. It's interesting to think about. And next week, we'll learn more about Sarai and Abraham's life and what else God had in store for them. Think of this as like chapter 1 in our story. So, thank you for talking with me today, and let's say a prayer together before we say goodbye. And let's think about the very long, hard journey that Abraham, Sarai, and Lot all went on together. Dear God, I am strong. Even when my feet hurt and I am hot, I can make it through a long journey. I am strong. Amen. Thank you guys, and I am so excited to talk to you again next week. Bye!